Hello, I am back already. You might think like, hey, that's fast. And yeah, went outside, went to grab some food, and I'm back now. But I noticed that it's not as late as I thought it was. So I think I'm gonna go for another hour and then call it for today. Because this is a big game, and I'm gonna have to like play more than I did for Origins or Dragon Age 2 to get through it all.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
What is it? Oh, a new requisition. Hinterland's Geological Survey. I can build that already. Let's do it. What's next?
News, sir.
Report.
What is it?
This could help us.
More cages. Did he just repeat?
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
This could help us.
Oh. Inquisition tapestries. I need decorative gems, which I have none of. Interesting. Finish my potions. Let's check the map. Oh yeah, we've got a quest nearby. We've got some rifts nearby. A question mark. I guess all of these villages and stuff have been pretty abandoned because of their rifts. Like I can see it right there. I would not keep living here. Prize-winning Druffy ran when demons attacked, last seen down in the gully. Reward they found, a return to farmstead. Oh, okay. Let's go get our mount. Well, let's let's go find the master of horses, and hopefully that leads to a mount. I don't know if it's running well or not. It's running fine for me, but it looks choppy on my OBS preview screen. But that has happened before, where it's just choppy on the preview and not on the actual like footage. Letter in an empty home. Okay. Search for looters. We can do that. That's one of those things up there. I might as well go and do it. I do see some horses. I did it again. I pressed Y to jump. Don't know what game I played where Y is jump, but it's really messing me up.
Let's look around.
Let's get down to business. What's over here?
I suppose this must be Master Dennett.
A locked house? I can do something about that. Oh, requires perk deft hands, fine tools. I guess I don't have that. There is a man in there.
Speak to the master if you have business here. Speak to the master if you have business here.
Okay. Interesting that these guys haven't fled.
So you're the Inquisition, eh?
Yeah.
Here you're trying to bring order back.
Uh-huh.
Someone did. Never thought it'd be one of you big brutes, though. Name's Dennett. I served Arl Eamon for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
That's right.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? I've got no quarrel with the Canary. No idea how you ride without your feet dragging on the ground. But that's between you and the mount. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plough neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
See? Call somebody out
Good
for
to see you, Inquisition.
vague racism and get a free mount. Tell me about your wife.
You said your wife Elena is in charge of the farms.
Yes. A lot of families work our land. They work for us and we take care of them. Elena knows the farms better than I do. Knows what they need. I imagine not being killed by anything would be a start, though.
What about the area?
What can you tell me about the wilderness around here?
Got some old ruins in the forest, from long before any king of Ferelden. The lakes are pretty, though when the weather's odd, you hear tell of spirits. Beyond that, my daughter Sienna set up a track just over there. Fool girl likes to race the horses.
The refugees down at the crossroads could use your help.
Right now, any food I give those luckless bastards might as well go to the rebel mages or bandits. Talk to my man Bron. He'll tell you what those folks need to protect themselves. Once that's done, I'll give as I can. I've no problem with charity, long as it's not wasted.
You said you were once Arl Eamon's stable master?
Master of the mounts. Fereldans don't appreciate horses like they do in Orlais, but they knew my name in Val Royeaux. My horses took sick less and carried a man longer than any of those fancy prancers they've got. You take care of my people, and I'll make sure your Inquisition is riding right.
Farewell.
Watch yourself, Inquisition. It's ugly out there.
I like this guy.
Good to see you, Inquisition.
A bottle of Tatus. He's just a very straightforward horse master. I can appreciate that. Heart and Hearthound Chapter 1. It's one of the fake books, I guess, from Varric. Free Barge's banner. Interesting. Hello.
Trying out one of my courses.
Explain the
What
races.
kind of racing are you talking about?
I set up a course over there with stakes in the ground. It's too narrow to race directly, so I time it with a sandglass. You try to ride the course before I call time.
Okay,
I'll speak with you later.
I'll come back to that. Mounts. Press left stick to gallop. Press B to dismount. To summon your mount, press left bumper to open the radio menu and select horse. Okay, before we do any fancy riding, let's clear that rift that's over there. Eh. They stopped me. Keep them distracted, boys. Here comes wave number 2. Are you ready? Nice. Let's claim this tree, I guess. Tirda's lover. Damn it, I don't care if it's the best land on the farm. The farmers remember the old ways and the old blood, and will honor that, just as I honor you twisting the old horseshoe nails into circles and sneaking them into the horses' saddles for luck. If the farmers want to leave that tree to honor Tirda's leaf earth lover, we'll let it be, and whatever we lose from the land will gain in loyalty. That is respectful. Oh, now people are here working the land. The skull level. They're too hard for me. Also, where did the rift go? Oh, people are dying. Okay, I need to leave. I can't do this. So that's too high level for me.
Varric, you joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned you.
Oh, he was very insistent that I help.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
It's surprising that an elven apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
Okay. Not too sure what resting was gonna do, but I wanted to give it a try. I guess it just healed me, replenished me. What is interesting is that they still talk to each other, the companions, but it hasn't happened that often.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
I'll give it a
I'll
try.
try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time, I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
Thought she was gonna throw in a dress. See. Go! Inquisitorial horse, show them the true meaning of haste. I need to think of a name for the horse. Can't just call it Inquisitor horse. I could have just pressed B.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Sure.
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
How many of these are there? Hello, requisitioner officer. Don't mind me just racing here. While literally the world could be ending. Oh, where is she? Hello?
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Sure.
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away. The course is ready whenever you are.
I didn't mean to talk to you. I wanted to jump. Go full speed from the start. Easy.
I'll be damned. You've mastered every course I set up.
I did it.
That was some riding.
Thank you. Okay, let's talk to the rest of the family, I guess. Hello, hello, hello.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
What do you want me to
You
do?
said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the master and get your people weapons.
Okay.
Farewell.
Watchtowers, eh? Let's go meet the wife.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
There's something up there as well. What is that?
You
No,
deal
no,
with the
I don't
wolves,
want to
and
talk
our
to you.
farmers will be safe
I want to
again.
jump. No. Damn you, games putting the jump button and interact button on the same button. Is this the way? This looks promising. This looks like a path up. That Ram Grove. What a name for an area. Note found on a corpse. Burger it. It'll be worth it. If you worry too much, I've seen you hunt. Okay. I'm picking up like a billion quests. How do we get up there? Not like that. Oh, I can do this. Oh! Maybe not. Come on. At the right angle? Nah, it's impossible. Well, it probably is possible, but I don't wanna, just keep jumping. I'll just go around, fine. I wonder if you can Skyrim up some mountains with a horse. Ciao, tram. There's people here. I also hurt myself by jumping off that, well, riding off that cliff. Mepharet repentant, statue of Mepharet grieving after the death of his wife, the prophetess Andraste, who he betrayed out of jealousy. Kinda looks samurai-esque, the helmet. Might as well go and grab that shard.
What is that?
I don't know, but that's a bear, I think. Oh, it has seen me. Is he stuck? Bear hide. What is this? Astrariums allow you to unlock the secrets of the heavens, recreate the image of a constellation by connecting the stars without making the same line twice. Oh, the image in the corner. Without making the same line twice? A boat. Paraquilialius, referred to as Voyager in common parlance, the constellation Polaris is commonly depicted as a ship. Whoops. I'll never not learn that back is not a map. Oh man, those watchtowers are all over the place. But I do have a horse now, so should be easier. It's a Ferelden horse from Redcliffe. I think I'll name it the Arl, like the Arl of Redcliffe or something like that. I pressed the jump button and got back on the horse.
Is it true that the
I guess they disappear when I get on the horse. Huh. How does one get up here? Come on, horse. Yes! 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 Yeah! Oh, I could have just gone from the other side.
The folks back in Orzammar don't care much about anything but tradition.
No idea what they're talking about. Okay. Let's build these watchtowers. Continue on our merry way. See if we can get into Redcliffe now that we've dealt with the Templars and the like. If not, then I'm gonna leave this place, go to the war table. Oh, actually.
Nothing to report, sir.
Might as well rest, because everybody's pretty hurt. Build the towers, see if we can get to Redcliffe. Get all nostalgic about Dragon Age Origins, even though I only played it like earlier this year. But I do love, what would you call it, like progression in time, I guess, in games, when you go back to an area you've been to before, but it's so many years later and you've seen like how much everything has changed. It's what I really liked about Guild Wars 2. And to some extent for Far Cry, between Far Cry 5 and Far Cry New Dawn, seeing like the post-apocalyptic hellscape of the normal map, which some people might say is just lazy reusing the same map. It's whatever. So it looks like they're random bandits and stuff. Either stay around until I do the quest to deal with them, or they're just respawning. On the protection of the Inquisition. There isn't much left of this village to protect. I love that it just appears behind you. We're not gonna show it like spawn in, but you know, it just magically appears behind you every single time. It's right there. Oh, Solus, you bastard. Build watchtowers operation available. Oh, we gotta go back to the war table anyway to do that. It's another one of those things. Trouble with the wolves. Rescue the farmer's truffalo. Okay, all very cool. But let's see if we can go to ye old Redcliffe. Oh. Let's go through the Witchwood. Follow the Redcliffe Road. Which looks very pretty actually, the Redcliffe Road, not gonna lie. I love the scenery. I appreciate the waving banners everywhere. Doesn't look like it's open. Hello?
The village is off limits. There's been too much fighting between Templars and mages. Take it elsewhere.
With the Inquisition.
We're not with the Templars or the mages. We're agents of the Inquisition.
A Kunari. Right. And I'm the Queen of Antiva. If you're from the Inquisition, prove it. Until then, the gates stay closed.
We're not here to cause trouble.
Then you can leave. Easiest way not to cause trouble, isn't it?
She's
The
got a
gates
point.
stay shut until I get orders otherwise. Move along.
Very well. We'll leave.
Andraste protect you, traveler.
Okay. Well, we can't enter Redcliffe just yet. Let's leave this place. How do I go back to the war room? Yes. That is what I want. Yes. Yes. Okay, that's my main quest. The threat remains. Looks like I need to go to the war room for everyone. Oh, hey, Cassandra. Oh, you're impressive.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What do you believe?
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What happens next?
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
Great camera angle. It's too late to turn back now.
Isn't it a bit late to worry about it now?
We have only just begun.
Ha! Yeah.
My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
No, you cannot.
There is a lot at stake.
You do not have to tell me that.
She slightly disapproves. Okay, so far, not really making friends with Cassandra.
You said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
I'm Kunari.
You're asking me?
You're not a follower of the Kyun. You could be. I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now
Also,
it
I
simply
didn't say
remains
I
to
believe I
see
was the
where it
chosen.
leads us.
I said I didn't know.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
You don't know.
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you. But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
No specific place. My mercenary band worked mostly in the free marches, however.
At least until you crossed the waking sea to reach the Conclave, I suppose. Tell me, do you consider the Free Marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
I hated it. Home is where I am. None of your business. I'd go now if I had a choice. Eventually, perhaps. Home is where I am.
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Tell me about
I'd
yourself.
like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Oh. I'd like us to be closer.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentegast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family?
The Pentegasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentegasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentegasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Oh god. You what about Navarra?
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Okay. You worked for the Divine?
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
Oh. Very interesting. What is a right hand?
So what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You believed in her.
You thought she could really change things.
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
What happened to you, bro?
Tell me about your brother.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
That's how... So, what happened?
You're stalling.
To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart, and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Huh. That's still pretty impressive. You're delightful.
You're delightful. You know that?
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded
I
cage.
asked this already.
My uncle. Thus, I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then, I realized
Your uncle? What about your parents?
they had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family and children at the time. Thus, we were raised by my uncle, a Mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Mortalitasi? What, like a necromancer?
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead. They bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
I'll let you get back to work.
Well, I've learned a lot. Special shipments. Is that outside of the camp or in the camp? It looks like it's inside.
What does that even mean anymore? That we splinter and fight amongst ourselves instead of protecting the mages?
Oh, before I go in, let's see if we can upgrade Bianca. Oh, I can pick all these other cool mounts. Cool. I also have a Dracolisk apparently. And some exotics. Avar Warnog. An oathbound steed. Does it have a sword through its face? What would a Kunari ride? Used by Kunari military. I think that's the one. Asarash. Am I gonna see it in here? Oh yeah. Oh, it looks ace.
Research him in Nave.
Sorry, I didn't actually want to talk to you. No upgrades available for this item.
Another time, then.
Wait, how do I upgrade Bianca?
You need something?
Huh. Huh. I don't actually know how to upgrade Bianca.
Let me know.
I guess I'll figure it out eventually.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Oh, it's in my home. Well, where I woke up. Did I do it? Okay, that was weird.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Thanks, I guess.
We'll need some.
And how much is Mother Giselle willing to offer?
As there is feeling in the hearts of the lover.
Need something?
Tell me about Red Lyrium.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered Red Lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
What is it?
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What can
What
it
makes
do?
it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. I've had a few alchemists studying it in Kirkwall, in shifts.
You have a piece of it?
Why do you have red lyrium?
My brother kept a sliver when he sold it. I'm pretty sure he held on to it because it was already talking to him. That little shard drove him mad. I had him taken to a sanitarium and eventually found the fragment in his house. We brought the shit to the surface, Bartrand and I. I wanted to find out if there was a way to shut it up. So far, it looks like the answer is no.
If red lyrium is as dangerous as you say, why do you keep it?
I've heard that shit singing to me. I know better than anyone how bad it is. In Orzammar, miners keep regular, non-crazy raw lyrium in special lead-lined containers. Actually, it's a huge secret how they're constructed. Keeps surface folk from horning in on the lyrium trade. I pulled a lot of strings and got a smith to build me 4 of them nested inside each other. Nobody gets to study it up close for more than an hour, and they have to wait a week between shifts.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject. Need something?
Personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
How do you know Cassandra?
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Where are you from?
Are you from Ferelden? Or Ley?
Free Marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
What do you do?
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Okay. What books do you
You're
write?
an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What shops do you own?
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in money lenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
What about a crossbow?
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
And how do I upgrade it?
Younger? She's one of a kind. There's a hidden shop in Kirkwall called the Black Emporium. I found her in a barrel labeled swag. The owner sold her to me for a ham sandwich and a pair of yellow ruffled pants.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And
Why
the
not?
reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Okay. Interesting. Where am I? I got turned around.
She who trusts in the Maker.
No,
Fire.
that's not where I want to go. I want to go to the potion thingy. Which should be over here. Also, let's stop in the tavern.
And you've seen no signs of the Grey Wardens anywhere. You're certain?
Oh, Maker, you're here. You're the Herald of Andraste. And you were sent to test us, to see whether we would accept a Cunari as Andraste's chosen. I think everyone is worthy of love. The Maker just makes some of us larger and greyer than others. And, I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
Relax.
It's all right, Flissa. I won't do anything frightening.
If you wanted to close the breach, I wouldn't mind. As I said, I'm Flisser. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
That's smart. How do you know Liliana?
You said Liliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, mainly. I managed an inn back in Denerim. When I heard interesting gossip, I'd pass word to Liliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realize she meant this.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrid. His prices aren't too high. Yes? Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Taverns, always a good source of information. Before we talk to Solus. Upgrade potions. Do I have the thing? No, I still don't have a download. Not a single one. I can upgrade the regen potion though. Okay, cool. The jar of bees.
Here, sir.
You're back. And in one piece.
Yep. Okay.
Farewell.
Solus, my dude.
What can I do for you?
Tell me about the Fade.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Tell me about the Breach.
I'd like to know more about the Breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the Breach. That means it was created deliberately.
What about the Veil?
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
Sounds strange.
I don't know if I can imagine that.
Try. Imagine if spirits were not a rarity, but a part of our natural world. Like a fast-flowing river. Yes, it can drown careless children, but it can also carry a merchant's goods or grind a miller's flour. That is what the world could be if the Veil were not present. For better or worse.
Do you have an agenda, Solus? Do you want to merge the worlds?
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Can we change that?
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them, if not in peace, at least without such active confrontation?
Not in the world we know today. The Veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye. Learn more about spirits and demons.
Right now has been filled with silence.
What's going on here? Why is there so many people out here?
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Huh.
How do you think they'll close that huge hole in the sky?
Ally with the Templars, I'd imagine?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
People die. You could blame her killers.
Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come.
Good.
To work then. We will speak later.
Interesting. Can't talk to her anymore. What's up at camp? The tapestries. Oh, so these are all shared.
Can I help you with something?
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
I keep interrupting people's conversations. That's Varric. I guess we go and speak to Colin and Mr. Complainer over here.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
Not so terrible.
I don't know. The Inquisition seems about as functional as any young family.
How many families are on the verge of splitting into open warfare with themselves?
Yes, because that would never happen to the Chantry.
Centuries of tradition will guide us. We are not the upstart, eager to turn over every apple cart.
Why is he here?
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay.
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Wait, the Temple of Sacred Ashes? Like the one we went to in Origins? With the actual ashes in it that like disappeared? Is that what got blown up here in the mountains? Was that this place? Well,
let's hope we find solutions, and not a cathedral full of chancellors.
The stuff of nightmares.
Mock, if you will. I'm certain the Maker is less amused.
what is this? The Fate. The study of the Fate is as old as humankind. Okay. Codex unlocked. The Fate.
Researcher Minave wishes to verify that the infections have... Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
People are frustrating me.
Not as well as it should. How can people focus on trivialities when faced with the breach?
It is easy for us to imagine that mundane matters fall aside in tumultuous times. The Chant of Light does not speak of feeding troops or arranging meetings or any such mundane concerns. But every organizational detail you contend with, Andraste herself once faced. These trivialities are steps on your path to victory, even if history never remembers them.
Thank you.
I appreciate your insight, Mother Giselle.
Take it for whatever it is worth. You walk a difficult path, and there is little enough I can do to aid you. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Can I help with anything?
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods.
I shouldn't have asked.
If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Farewell.
I could ask her a lot of stuff. What's down here? Founding of the Chantry. Chantry hierarchy. Turns out there's lore down here. And a keeper's staff. More lore. Was that what I needed for the potion upgrade? Oh, I should have actually read that about the Black City. More plants. You have found a sigil. Sigils can be attached to armors and give special bonuses along with unique hindrances. Okay. Oh, thought there was nothing in here. Misplaced notes. The hero of Ferelden. Is that me? Is that my Dragon Age Origins character? Solana? When I was filling in the question thing of what I did in Origin and Dragon Age 2 for this game, for the save game, one of the questions was if you helped the kid get his sword back. I was like, what kid? What sword? So I looked it up to see if I could like remember what it did there. And it's the kid in Redcliffe you can find in the closet and return to his sister, who I just returned to his sister without finding the sword. And I rewatched my recording of it, and I noticed that I commented like, huh, I guess it's not even a good sword, it'll just go in the storage with a bunch of my other swords. Turns out if you find that sword and give it to the kid, he later on becomes a hero of Ferelden. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough elf root now. Well, damn it. Also, did I have to, like, do something for the quartermaster? Find at lyrium deposit. Collect the shards. Blood lotus. A whole bunch in the hinterlands.
Can I help you with something?
I guess not.
Farewell.
Make a go with you.
Ah, it's in here now. I need 5 blood lotus, which I have 2 of.
Thanks for checking.
Man, it's loud out here.
There was no word for heaven or for earth or sea or...
Oh, actually, I shouldn't have done this yet. What am I wearing? Is that my casual outfit?
Has anyone dared ask? No, I do not think. Ah, Mistress Adar. May I have a word?
Hello? Can I help you with something?
I'll speak with you later.
Travel safely. Please tell me if you find...
What did you need?
Well, as you are Talvishos, people have asked. You grew up outside the Canary homeland, but... there is no easy way to ask your thoughts on the Qune.
What do you know about it?
Have you studied the Qune?
It is a decided gap in my education. I know the Qune is a philosophy, a set of laws, a legislative guide, and a social architecture governing the Qunari. Those who appeared at court, however, insisted the Qune is too complex for an outsider.
I've got that answer too.
It's not because you're human. Real Qunari tell me I'll never understand the Qune.
Yet they take converts. Their criteria is beyond my grasp. Do you believe in any of the Qune's philosophies?
It's too controlling.
You can't take a breath in the Qune without someone deciding how long you should hold it. That's not a life for me.
Many won't accept your word by virtue of your birth. People ask how a Qunari could be Andraste's herald. It worries them if they believe it, and angers them if they do not. Convincing them of your good intentions will be tasking.
We need actions.
The people will only trust me with the Inquisition after we impress them.
Very true.
let us hope sealing the breach brings us some goodwill. Strangely, your mercenary work is not so inflammatory. People are fabricating extravagant tales of your heroics.
It was pretty good.
There wasn't a group around that didn't want my help when a tough assignment came up. If you needed it done, Adar was on the top of the list.
I noticed. Leliana found a letter from the captain of your last company. He had nothing but praise for your skill in battle, but doesn't mention what part you play.
Tully complimented me.
Captain Tully praised me? William Ironass Tully?
Ironass?
Quite the moniker. But yes, your captain went so far as to say he'd have lost entire battles without you.
Just like him to hide it.
Just like the old man not to admit that to my face.
Some people find it difficult to give praise, or find it in their interest to withhold it. Your captain did sincerely admire your skill in battle. He especially praises your last engagement.
As a rogue character, I do feel either I led an ambush, and want to talk about it, or I blew up a bridge. I led an ambush.
Our employer wanted the head of a bandit chief plaguing her land. The captain asked me to deliver. We waited 20 hours in freezing rain before the chief rode by, but he never saw it coming.
20 hours? At least the conclusion was satisfactory. I hope life in Haven doesn't bore you compared to such exploits.
Not with you around.
There are some people who've made staying worthwhile.
How wonderful. Oh, you must tell me who they are. Good day to you.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Okay. Now, War Console. In my weird outfit. Hopefully I can change that at some point. Inquisition perks. Special training from those who have joined the Inquisition cause. Forces. Endurance training fit for a soldier. Secrets. Developing keen eyes and an inquisitive mind.
Clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find.
Okay. Connections. Training in the fine arts of persuasion. Inquisition. Improved coordination and infrastructure. Nobility knowledge. Detailed study of politics, rhetorics, and those who wield them. To best effect opens up new dialogue options related to nobles and politics. I do like new dialogue options. Merchants will pay the Inquisition 10% more for items sold to them. Expanding network of contacts, discount on their goods. Inquisition procurers can leverage the organization's reputation to purchase a shipment of rare and valuable raw materials for crafting. That's all good. Arcane knowledge, detailed study of magic and the places and creatures that interact with it opens up new dialogue options related to the fate or arcane studies. Nice. Detailed studies show how to get the maximum usable harvest from each plant. Grants a 10% chance to receive extra herbs with each harvest. That's pretty good as well. Deft hands find tools. I need to open masterwork locks, and I need 4 points in category. I know what I'm picking. Grants significant increase to the discovery range of searching action. Gains a collection of tier 1 herbs. Let's go for arcane knowledge. What's going on over here? That's the Chantry in Valroyo. The Red Heart. Investigate the charge. Flames of the Inquisition Charger. Address the nobleman's concerns. Report ready. Sister Liliana, how I rejoiced to see the colors of the Inquisition run the rabble out from my ancestral fields and straight into the woods of my neighbor Van Taft, no less, as if they were guided by the hand of the Maker himself. I could not be better pleased. As promised, a reward for your excellent help in my time of lamentation, and thus they keep you in our heart, Lord Gildran. Got some gold. Nice. Gather coin has been done. That seems to be a repeatable. Gotta build these watchtowers. Get the guard captain on it. My soldiers will have those towers up in short order. Yes, please. And there was something in Orlais I tried doing last time, but I was like, nah. Contact with Cas mercenaries. Many Talvashot were likely captured or imprisoned after the Conclave. Our agents could free them. The nobles are likely keeping Kunari from crossing their lands. We can negotiate passage. Let's send in Josephine.
At your service.
Flames of the Inquisition Charger. We have garnered the attention of the finest arborers in the land, and they would not see our message conveyed unadored. They offer a mount that reflects the flames of the Inquisition. It is, by all accounts, magnificent. So get a new horse. Investigate the shards. It'll cost me 4 power. Interesting. This is another mount, I think. Perhaps you are not, as we do not believe. The threat is common to us all, for the wounded sky belongs to everyone. Scout the Storm Coast. Heart in Heartown has been completed. Ferelden has not seen significant Grey Warden activity since Darkspawn attacked the city. Yeah, let's do it. Lieutenant Harding led a small complement of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Okay. Don't immediately travel there. More mounts. The Bog Unicorn, also a mount. Cost 8 power. Interesting. We gotta... This one is our main mission, right? Address the Chantry in Valroyo. Let's investigate the shards. Sister Liliana, with thanks to Our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The reference is vague, but it implies a connection to a temple, possibly Elven. I followed the lead, and I believe one such temple stands in an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off or have pages missing. I have yet to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one. Enchanter Renault. A new area unlocked. Cool. Recommends level 4 to 7.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
I'm not worried.
What can they do is just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed, and at this moment we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe. Confirm. I thought it was gonna ask me if I wanted to travel there already or not. I guess I'm just going.
The city still mourns.
Just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Kill them?
They wish
Oh.
to protect the people from us? Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if... Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
I forget how to, like, activate the speech thing that, like, pops up. I thought it was, like, one of the sticks, but I was slamming both of them. Wasn't having any of it. Let me quickly... I'm gonna call it here for today. Set a quick access mapping for the left directional D-pad key on the keypad. Oh! Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. But other than that, it's locked. It can only be changed from the main menu. Let's load. No, okay. I guess that's when I just got in here.
They wish to protect the people from us?
You think the orders return
I
to the
don't,
fold, maybe?
I don't know how to do that.
Deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Like, they clearly are like... God damn it. That's gonna annoy me. There clearly is like text there.
They wish to protect the people from us?
You think the orders return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius.
I'm slamming the stick down.
They wish to protect the people from us?
Okay. Protect them from me.
Protect them from the blasphemous Herald of Andraste, I'd say.
Surely they cannot think such a thing.
Why not? They wouldn't be the only ones.
You think the Order's return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred.
Sounds like trouble.
So the potential for trouble has increased twofold.
Perhaps. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Okay, I figured it out. I just had to, like, actually go talk to her. I guess I misunderstood the tutorial during the prologue, I guess. Grab all the lore. And I am going to save the game here. And we will continue this another time. I'm gonna go make me something to eat and play some other games. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good one.